Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Okay, mic is working. That is good. Having a little bit of trouble with it earlier. So welcome back to those who are going to be watching this later, and welcome back to those who are going to be watching this live. We're playing Dragon Age Origin, and what the heck? Okay. Oh, there. Want to say hello? This is Simon. Say hello to the camera, Simon. I'm trying to keep him away from the other cat that's eating right now. So, because he's a little piggy. She's almost done. You can go ahead. We are in Orzammar. Oh, I actually said it right this time. Last episode I kept on calling Orzammar Ostagar, but that's not what it is. So yeah, we're in Orzammar, and I actually had to kind of refresh my memory on this because I remember when I first played this was the most boring part. I hated it when I was younger. So
I hope that is someone being murdered and not simply singing.
Drunken dwarves. What could be the harm in a few of those?
I should have stayed in that cage.
And I got my merry band here.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
One moment. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to a black screen after a while. I didn't realize that was happening. Alright. What was he saying?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Okay then. Yeah, I remember being bored at this part for some odd reason. Like I was really, really bored and I just did not care after a while. Grabbing as many gifts as I can. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Do we really need these? Don't need that. Okay. A few weapons. Oh, God. I probably said this last time, but holy crap, do I have too many things. Ooh. Ooh, I need to put this on BB. Okay. Okie dokie. Who? What? Where? I don't remember this. I don't remember any of this because it's just a blur to me. Okay. What am I doing? Can someone explain to me what I am doing? Because I don't remember what I'm doing. What is this? Who are you?
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors?
No.
Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
No. No, they don't. Sorry. What were you praying
My name
for?
is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way... The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way. The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way... How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. A warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Don't get your hopes up. We could search the Deep Roads for decades with no sight of the boy.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Hey, it's better than nothing, dude. Okay, so that's one. What is there? I don't remember this. Alright, you know what? Okay, hang on. What is that sound that's coming from in here? I gotta look at this.
Do you not...
Wait, no, Severin, what were you gonna say? Do you not what? I'm done. Okay. Alright. Okay. That's a lot of dwarves that are drunk.
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you
They
talking
follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Wait. What? What just happened? I don't understand. What just... What is he talking? What was he talking?
Just take a table. I'll be right with you.
Okay, thanks. I'm not taking a table, but thank you.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality. I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles.
Okay.
Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. As you wish.
Okay.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Let's hear about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Hey, that's fine by me.
It's the Bureau of all the Shapers in Orzammar, led by the Shaper of Memories. If you're from the surface, I guess you'd call them scholars. They keep all of our records, laws, genealogies. You got questions about Orzammar's history, and don't mind answers in words as long as your leg, that's the place to go. The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the Castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving. It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
Good to know. Thanks.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Ah, well, thank you. I'm glad, because everybody else I've talked to is weird. Some decent folks.
It speaks.
Sorry, Shale, I did not mean to talk to you. Well, I do mean to talk to you later, but not now. There's nothing. Okay. So that's Dust Town. So to avoid there. But I'm gonna check it out anyway. So. Let me tell you, I am very curious what it's proving.
I have noticed that the painted elf seeks the attention of the Grey Warden.
He certainly does.
Oh, I watched many such couplings during the time I spent immobile in Onleith. Or I should say I was forced to watch. You do know that this usually ends in reproduction. I've seen it many times indeed.
Oh, that is not such a terrible thought. Creating a new life can be a great deal of fun.
So you say. I have no idea how a golem is created, but I doubt I shall be creating one anytime soon.
Just as well, I imagine. Any lover of yours would no doubt be quickly reduced to a puddle of bruises.
So you see me winning the affection of another golem, do you? Most golems are slaves to whomever holds their control rod.
Funny, it works exactly the same way for us as well.
I should not be laughing. Okay, so that's the Proving. Okay, so let's go this way. Let's see what's down here. Okay, I wasn't crazy. I thought that looked like a chicken there for a second. I was like, that looks like a chicken. Hello? No. No. Hello?
Excuse me, do you have a moment? You look like you're not from around here.
I'm not. Thanks, kid. Oh, I saw her name and I was like, why does that name sound so familiar? Wait until Inquisition, you'll find out. Yes, you can.
Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world.
What?
I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Man.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Forticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
okay, buddy? Excuse me.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
You alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Sure. Why not? I don't know why I keep on grabbing all these gifts. It's just fascinating. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, please. Let's get these. And grab... Yes. Yes. I don't know what I will use yet. I intend to find out. Sword? Is there anything interesting in here? Does not. Hey, Shale, you want to try some new stones? It's not good. There we go. Let's see. Let's try ice. And fire. Looks a little weird, but okay, I'm alright with that.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
Hey. He's so nice. I like him. He's fun. Hold on. I can just get rid of one of these. Get rid of that. Hey, hello! That's pretty fine. I'm just doing my own thing here. We are in Orzammar. I almost said Ostagar again. The city of the dwarves, as you could tell. And there's political games going on here that I am trying to figure out how to work. I don't know what I'm doing, I'll be perfectly honest. What's down here? Anything interesting down
Why would such a small people build things so tall? They must own an impressive array of ladders.
At least there are no pigeons here.
It seems darker this way. Perhaps this is how one leaves the Dwarven city.
Perhaps. Alright. Oh, yeah.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Ugh. Why does it have to be spiders?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Good to know.
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too. It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes. Or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Good to know. Good to know.
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesher's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Okay.
For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Unfortunately, I do have a reason. Alright, so how do I get... So who do I talk to? Oh, yes. They're practically at the top of the list. Why is he facing that way? Nug Wrangler? What?
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
A lost nug. Wait, wrangled the nug into a box ready for delivery. That was easy.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game. Such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Okay. Alright, so... this way? Diamond quarter. So what do I do?
You have
Higher
come at
class
a
midget
difficult
lives
time.
here, I'll wager.
Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Okay.
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegations abound. Mine is an honorable task, and I shall drown out anyone who claims otherwise.
Okay.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory. This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
I don't even know who that is.
The Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzammar's deadliest warriors behind him.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Such big houses they have.
This is the royal palace, then. What treasures could lie within?
Yes, very nice. Where are the Darkspawn?
This is not what I was expecting when I brought these three with me. There's gotta be somebody that I have to talk to. Excuse me, someone tell me what I need to do.
We are honored to have you here.
Excuse me. Chamber of the Assembly.
So, here is a question for the Painted Elf.
Painted Elf? Oh, that's me. Oh, I do like that.
Am I to understand correctly that the Painted Elf is a crow?
Not literally, but yes, I am a crow.
As in a bird?
Is there another sort?
So the Painted Elf assaults helpless statuary with its feces?
If given sufficient cause, why not?
That is outrageous. The Painted Elf will stay away from me, or else.
I get a lot of that.
Okay, so I guess I talk to... Who do I talk to? I must know! I need to know! Who do I talk to? Oh, golly. Who do I talk to? Orzammar. The leadership of Orzammar is clearly someone did not read this before putting it in the game. You know what? This game is over. You know what? This game is old. I'm gonna give it a little bit of grace at this point. Addressing the assembly seems like the likely place to start. Looking for a solution in the chamber of the assembly is in the diamond quarters. I'm right in front of it. Alright. Well, that's a lot easier than I thought it was. Oh! Hello.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
Who is Prince Balin?
Why, the rightful ruler of Orzammar. A title he would have greeted you under, had not subversive elements been plotting against him. He is King Endrin's only surviving son. There is no reason to seek any other to take the throne. Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper. That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude. Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
How did I get involved in this? seriously. Politics. Dwarven politics, more like. From my understanding, there's like a caste system. I never played as a dwarf in Origins. I just never really cared for it. Now I see why I didn't care for it.
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Okay.
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
Well, I have to choose a king or somebody to rule because no one's gonna send any help for the Blight if I don't, so... Yeah, I remember a long time ago when I first started playing it that I tried to do a dwarf, but I just could not for the life of me get into it. Maybe I'll try again, but I just remember I just found it so boring. Like, I was more interested in, like, the mages, the nobles, the elves, especially, like, the Dalish elves. I was more into that than I was the dwarves. I don't know why. That I just was.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Prince's favor. Okay. Wait, where are you?
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Okay, that's fine.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties. If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down. That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men.
Yeah,
he leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience?
got a point. I mean, really, I mean... But Balin's no better. He's talking through somebody, too. It's like... You'd be nervous if someone was out to get you. Hello? No? Do you realize who you're talking to? Zevran. You're talking to Zevran. A former assassin in a Tevan Crow. Why would that be a thing?
What are you? I would seek a stronger king than this Harrowhunt.
Surely you don't mean Balin. Then you and I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, good to know. Because how... I mean, sure, Balin seems like a monster, but at the same time... hello?
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king. Experts say.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Mother's help, stupid. Seek out Stuart Bandolor. I thought I did that. Did I not? Chamber of Assembly.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Stuart Bandolor. Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough. The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Jeez. And I thought it was bad. In the humans. I thought the humans were bad. Jeez.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters.
Hi.
I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in. Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the Gate Guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne. I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
That's helpful.
Warden, I'm afraid the Assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you? At this point, they're stone for stone. I wouldn't put any coin on the outcome. It's still up in the air, though. One big surprise, and it could go either way.
Boy. So now I gotta figure out if I want to have the Prince or Lord Harrowmont. I remember Lord Harrowmont, but I don't really remember what I did. Okay, so now that that's done, here we go. Right. Paragon of Verkai. The gates of Orzammar are open to you, but King Hendrik has died. Okay, whatever. Alright, so my guess is I'm going for Balin.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
Honestly, I think I probably can get more information from the criers than I can...
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
Not much of it. It's propaganda. Oh, hello.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about. It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting Darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them. I am? And what business would you have with me? Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. I cannot. Not for weeks. He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
Hey, if this will do anything, yeah.
Thank you. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
Thank you. That's one. Now we need another.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Oghren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
He disappeared.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled. Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Oghren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the Deep Roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
Who's Branka?
The only paragon in the last 4 generations. Quite an honor for a girl from the Smith caste. She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Oghren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name. It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Oghren wants to keep risking lives searching. She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him. It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Oghren wants to keep... Oghren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino. Aye, Paragon or not, the deep roads are no place for a ladysmith. If there was any hope, believe me, people would be looking. Oghren just doesn't know how to give up. Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her. Did you see any guardsmen? Tell them Oghren was at it again.
Okay. Good to know.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Oh, no, you don't.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business. Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen. Whoa, whoa! All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
We're all bigger than you and taller than you, dude.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endron died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin. A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable. Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about. Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Let's move on. Oh, right here.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar? I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day. I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Okay, good to know. You okay?
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest. Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her. City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the Deep Roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. Why do you care, huh? You looking to uncover all her secrets? Is that what Balin wants? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the Ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
Talking about?
You are looking for it. Of course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother too. I need a bleeding drink. You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren. Sod off, Duster.
Charming. Welcome back. I just ran into Ogren.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
And now I am heading into the Deep Roads. There's our nug. The nugs are a lot bigger in this.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
Just can't get enough of our clammy mine air, can you? Did you need something?
Yeah.
I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts are pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the Deep Roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface?
Except during blights. Ancestors save us. What anyone knows? She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
Unless they're really crazy.
Best of luck.
Yeah, thanks. Alright. For anything else. Anything in Orzammar. Okay, the Unlikely Scholar, Mother's Hope. For anything else.
Vashaden.
There, that's better.
Yes.
Indeed.
Lost and damnation.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. venture forth. There's Orthamar, Adukin's Tig. Let's find out, shall we? Adukin. Sorry, every time I think of that, I think of Hadouken lasers. Hello? Is anyone here? Spiders. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. There we go.
How delightful!
Ugh. Oh. Oh. What a sad state. Demon. I don't know what that is. Hello out there. Is there anyone here?
Time for more darkspawn, I see.
Second there, I thought there was an ogre. I don't know what that was. Coin. Yes. Okay, that's fine.
Lovely.
Asunder. The ritual was very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head, and limbs spread amongst the deep roads to prevent the creature from returning. Looks like they died during the cutting, but we can fulfill the last part of their steed. I'm not familiar with elven ritual. Why would I be? But it seems pretty straightforward. Shaper axis. Scribbled in the corner. Never even saw the thing. Bet the sword would take care of it. Sawed it, and this bag of legs. Interesting. Fun fact, there is a book called Asunder. Oh! Okay. Hello!
See there? That's a trap.
Wait, where?
And so I shall.
I detected a trap. Where is it? Where is it? Don't care for that. Did I already pass?
Of course.
You're
been worse.
Afraid to even. Oh, it's probably just lava. Where?
Don't let them make up with it.
Could have just given up, you know.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
Ah. Another battle speeds my
These things are ugly. Grab all this stuff.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Gase. So how does an elf come to be down here, anyway?
I am a Grey Warden.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. We will certainly not support a man who would use my family like that. I will tell everyone I know what a wretched trick Harrowmont tried to play. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? Then let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
I can come back to this later. Let's see here. I'm at Orzammar, so I still have to recruit the dwarves and the elves, the Dalish elves. So I'm about maybe halfway there.
You have House Dace's thanks.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's deadliest...
Is it just me, or the women dwarves have like very long arms?
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us? Are you ready to meet Balin now?
Sure. I just want somebody on the throne. I have a few things.
I wouldn't keep the prince waiting long.
No, it won't be long. Trust me. Second task. What's the second task? Speak to Vartag when you are ready. Okay. Okay. Well, first things first. need to go to the circle tower. This is like going back and forth, back and forth. You know what? I'll do all the side quests later.
Warden, I'm afraid the assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you?
What does it look like now?
Well, Harrowmont's still holding his main supporters, but the whole Helmy House just turned against him. It's still up in the air, though. One big surprise, and it could go either way.
Are you ready to see Balin now?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
Sure. I've heard mixed things about Balin. I will say that. And I want to...
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzamar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne. Traditionally, the king decides his successor. The assembly just says aye or nay. Kings have only ever selected someone outside their families if they were childless, or if their children lacked the capacity to rule, or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup.
Okay.
To be king of the greatest city in Thedas? I know you Grey Wardens claim to be above politics, but surely, you can't be blind to that lure.
I don't even know who he is.
Harrowmont spent his life in the Assembly. He only knows how to lead through compromise and capitulation. That's not what Orzammar needs. The Darkspawn are massing for a blight. The land's topside have been torn apart. We need a strong leader now, someone who can stand up to the Assembly. Someone who will rule, not persuade. There is only one thing of importance when I take the throne. The Blight. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil. Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos. Jarvia and her Carta are behind this bedlam. If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger. That's all I can ask. But I can be of no help until this problem is solved. And every minute we wait, more Darkspawn swarm into human lands.
He seems like a decent sort.
I'm surprised to see you back. I've heard of no tragic events in Dust Town. Have you accomplished what I asked?
Jeez.
I wouldn't dawdle. The longer...
Okay. Alright.
And so I shall.
I understand that there are elves in the Kunari lands, then.
There are elves everywhere.
Yes. Well, I've heard that the Kunari actually put the elves in charge over the humans. Is that true?
Some of them.
Only some? Which ones are they?
The ones who belong in charge. That is the way of the Kyun.
How does this Kyun determine who belongs in charge?
The Tamasrans evaluate everyone and place them where their talents merit.
But elves in general merit higher places than humans in Kunari society?
Some of them.
Back where we began. It's like talking to a water wheel.
That's hilarious.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent. It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Exotic methods.
Lovely.
Okay. Alright. So I guess I'm looking for a cure too. What do I do? What do I do? That is some very strange artwork. Oh, it moves! Ugh. Ugh.
Of course.
Hello? Is there anything I can read in here?
Well, all right.
Okay.
And so I shall. Lovely.
So I'm guessing this is the throne room. Actually, hello? Another stupid level. Still need to find Sten's sword somewhere here in Ostagar, but I don't know where.
Should not have taken as long
What
as
a
it did.
mess.
Fighting ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Something. Tunneling.
Well, all right.
Is there anything on here that can help us figure out what the heck is going on? Can you tell me?
Thanks again, Warden.
No problem. What are we? What were they tunneling for? Oh, hello. A bathroom? Right? Oh! I'm right back where I started. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Greetings.
Hello. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so now...
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement
honored
of
to have
Lord
you here.
Balin. A clear statement against the backward policies of Lord Harrowmont.
News of the hour. Lord Balin proven to be working with surfacers. Dedication to Dwarven values questioned.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Okay.
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
Is there like something here that I can...
Yes, Warden. What is it? Yes, you should.
Balin did it. Corrupted the Warden. End this for Harrowmont.
Got blood on me. I hate that.
Okay. Wait.
We'll get plenty of this once we cut them out of it.
I have fun.
Well, all right.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground. Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
I don't really know what that was for. But whatever.
Aha! I smell a seedy underbelly. Warts and all.
We are here to kill them all, yes? For sport?
No.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet. If my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the Diamond Quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill?
I guess. I mean, obviously the designs of the dwarves got a lot better in 2 and Inquisition, but I think they're like smaller well, no. Yeah, I guess they would be smaller humans because elves are just shorter humans with pointy ears in this game, and they look totally different in 2 and Inquisition.
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Yeah. I mean, Orzammar is... I mean, as you can see, it's underground. And from my understanding is that the dwarves have a system of certain groups of people. Kind of like Divergent. They have certain people that do certain things for the community as a whole. So you got the royalty, the nobles, you got the smiths, you got merchants. They have like a whole caste. They call it the caste system. And in this part of Orzammar is called Dust Town, which, according from my understanding, is that this is where casteless live at.
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little... I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Spare a bit for the needy? Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I. A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it! My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Oh, God.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him. thought about that. They say there's no caste up there. That humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe. I'm not afraid of hard work. Only of being somewhere with no chance to do it. If it gives my son a chance to live, I will go. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
Yeah, at that point, just go to the surface. Jeez Louise. Suspicious door. This door appears to be made of solid stone. There is no visible meaning of opening it. Continue. On closer inspection, there is a small slot concealed in the fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. You see nothing but blackness. Do nothing. Betcha that's how. Betcha that's the door that I need to get through. Oh, gosh.
You called. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Oh, good. This is
Don't kill me! Sonny ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all! Jarvia said you've been asking about. Don't look at me like that. I got a kid. I got no other way to bring in coin. The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now? Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
okay, we'll see you in a little bit. A silver tongue. Silver tongue.
Of course. Well, all right.
Is that it? Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Okay, good. Whew. Stopped responding there for a second. I'm gonna actually save while I... can still think about it. If it somehow starts freezing up, I apologize in advance. This game is really old, so it's not quite up to date on everything that's current. Hey,
What's the password?
Uh-oh.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Isn't a good death rattle.
Of course. I would watch out were I you. Well, all right.
Stand.
My, you're all so...
Killing is not dignity, no? Shame.
Of course. As you desire.
Some of this stuff I could probably just sell. I really don't need it.
And so I shall.
What's the big dude doing here?
You could have just given up, you know.
Should not have taken as long as it did.
Probably not, Finn. Probably not.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Yes.
As you desire. As you desire. Well, all right.
Boy, there are a lot of Cardos.
As you desire.
Okay.
Lovely.
There is a lot. Just why is there a stinking mage here? Ah! Sorry, mercenary. What?
What's happening? Lovely.
Hello, welcome back. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Of course. And so I
Nice.
What a mess.
It has some blood on it. Well, all right. Of course. Lovely. As you desire. And so I shall. See there? That's a trap. Lovely.
Yes. All right.
Well, all right. I would watch out were I you. Well, all right. And so I shall.
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia.
Lovely.
Please, help me. Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
Stupid bet. What? All right. Wish there was a way that I could walk faster.
hope somebody actually makes score.
Well, all right. As you desire. And so I shall. There you go! Oh, is that right? As you desire. Not at all. And so I shall.
Nice.
Well, all right.
Okay. What? Oh. We good? Okay. Destroy. And what's here?
As you desire.
Wait, hey. Alright.
What do we do?
Hate you! All for a lousy few dollars.
And so I shall.
So Balin finally realized his throne means nothing if he can't hold it, yet he still doesn't bother to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the pretty one alive. I have plans for her.
So I shall.
Thank you, Shale.
Lovely.
Of course.
Ah, there's some good stuff in here. Hold on, I need to get rid of some stuff.
And so I shall.
Dang it! I'm getting sloppy. Whatever.
Of course. Lovely.
Venture forth. Oh no, it's fine. You have a good rest of your night. And I will be streaming again on Thursday. I'm gonna keep on going for a little while longer. I'm hoping to get more done tonight. Maybe actually get to the actual main quest instead of doing all this. So I'll see you on Thursday. Now where am I?
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall! It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia. No! I don't have anything to do with them! They're criminals! When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I had no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it. You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Why can I not sell anything to him?
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harremont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object. Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. Oh, good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any. Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself. That she was. The best to walk these tunnels since Caridin himself. Threw it away, chasing old dreams, though. Didn't last 6 months as a noble before she set into the deep roads looking for ancient secrets. Now she's dead in the tunnels. All that brilliance, wasted. The best smith who ever lived, bar none. He gave us the secret of forging golems that could walk, talk, and defend our borders. Ah, when we had them, no dwarf had to risk himself against the Darkspawn. It was a golden age for the smith caste. His work was lost centuries ago when his tide fell to the Darkspawn. No one even knows where it is anymore. You're welcome back if you change your mind. And you needn't bring a lot of coin. We also accept items in trade. You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Aye, but, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself. But the Idukans have served us well. Of course.
Okay then. So Carta's done. Oh, maybe I can let that guy know that he doesn't have to worry about it.
Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you. Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? Good.
Well,
Oh, no you don't. Come on. Good. Phew. Before anything else, I'm going to save that because anytime I leave a new area, it's like, oh, I'm not going to respawn, and then it does.
News of the hour! Lord Balin, unable to win own battles, relies on Grey Wardens.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Balin. Be not afraid to follow suit.
Come on.
Well, you've simply outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like Genlocks. It's a little late to trouble yourself now. You have done the city a great service. I promise as soon as I take the throne, I will send the troops you need. Unfortunately, I cannot say when. While many Deshers appreciate my ending Jarvia's threat, Harriman still holds great loyalty. We need something more dramatic to shift the balance. What do you know of the Paragon Branca? Two years ago, she heard of something the Ancients created. It inspired her to leave everything behind and venture into the deep roads. She is the only Paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A Paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged. She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harriman is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her. I did not know her personally. 2 years ago, I was still considered a child, not one to consort with Orzammar's finest. From what I hear, her intellect was unrivaled, but the social graces were beneath the notice of one so gifted. I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, It might be best she not return before the kingship is decided. I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the Deep Roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary. Then we will both go down in history as a paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branka to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not. You must enter the Deep Roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branka, no one had stepped foot there in generations. You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Great, thanks. Wait, now! This way. Alright, so first things first. Want to take care of a few things before going back to the Deep Roads. Oh my gosh. Come on. Thank you.
News of the hour. Lord Balin endorsed by the Grey Wardens. Darkspawn already running in fear. We do anything else.
Orzammar questions Lord Balin's ability to win the throne without Grey Warden assistance. Can he rule without them as well?
I'm gonna go back to the camp, restock. Well, not restock, but get rid of some stuff. And then we'll go into the Deep Roads. Come on. Come on. Oh no, this one's gonna take a lot longer. Oh, good. Good. Archers without proper training. Alright. First things first. I'm gonna go back out to the Deep Road. Or not to the Deep Roads, but I'm gonna go back to camp. Oh, jeez Louise. What's causing it to do this? Channels, video.
So are all of your kind similarly powerful, Qunari?
I am not here to satisfy your curiosity, creature.
That is true. I suppose I sounded like a human chattering away. I apologize.
No, it is I who should apologize. You are no human. You are a vastly superior construct.
That's kind of the Qunari to say. If all your people are like you, it's a wonder you haven't crushed the humans under your heel.
I have wondered the same thing.
One just needs to look at them. They're so...
small.
Exactly.
You and I, we are of the same mind, Kadan.
So, first things first. Oh God. Okay. So, I go to camp. Okay, it's definitely not the graphics that's causing it to do that. Oh, that's not good that it's doing it twice now. Okay. Alright. Let's go through some people. So I got Sten, Zevran, Shale. Okay, let's do Alistair. 910. Shields. can safely say that